Alright, ready?
Yeah, I want to say our praises and honor to Yahweh, our strength, our tribe, our shepherd, for that. The brothers, the apostles, and elders of Great and Stone, shall walk to all our brothers out there pushing stone, in all sincerity and in all honesty. You know, we're basically James Jamaica camp. I'm out here in Portland, Portland, you know, one more night, you know, prophesying on the downfall, you know, of Esau, you know, in society. And also, generally elect, you know, and the nation of Israel. See, from basically amongst the tribes of you, because a lot of elect are selected few. And right now, you know, we're seeing, you know, the World War III, the war jump beating right now heavily. You know, because, you know, we're seeing, you know, Iran. You know, they kill one of Iran basically top scientists, you know, and according to Bible prophecy, you know, according to Bible prophecy, what's going to basically take place. You can bring out the scripture brother for me? Jeremiah. Bring out Jeremiah 49 and verse 20 for me.
This is Jeremiah 49, verse 20.
What?
Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he had taken against Edom.
That's how the scripture says. Hear the counsel of the Lord, that he had taken against Edom, who are the Edomites, so-called white people. What?
And his purpose, that he had purpose against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out.
That's how the scripture says. Surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of America flock, which are these so-called Jews, the Amalekites, are going to draw them out in this third world war destruction. You know, we see the year start out with, you know, Trump, you know, kill Iranian general, you know, which are the end of this 2020 almost, because we are going into December now. We see them kill one of the top scientists. So this World War III tension keep building now because we're not at that time. You know, but we know what's called the Bible prophecy. You know, before this war kick off full-fledged, we have certain prophecies that will come to pass. You know, we have a famine of the earth. You know, we see about to take place right now. The RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, have basically become monitored before this war kick off full-fledged. See, the angels say, what it off, yo? Hey, because this nation ready for go at it, yo. You know, the so-called Jews and the Amalekites are ready to basically, you know, attack Iran. You know, basically fulfill prophecy, but you know, prophecy have become to pass. You see, this is of Yahweh Bashimir Shah, this is not of us. You see, everything come together. What?
This is
surely he shall make their inhabitation desolate with them.
Because America going to become 100% desert, you know, by ICBM missiles. You see, according to Bible prophecy. And a lot of Israel are going to get nuked also. Because all of them get purged before we basically go back in there and go live. Right? Go on, brother.
Revelation 7 verse 1. And after these things I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. See? And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. See? And he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to earth the earth and the sea, saying, earth not the earth, neither the sea.
So the angels say, earth not the earth, neither the sea. Yeah. You see, so the angels have a whole of this nuclear destruction. You see, the tension been building up over the years, especially this year, you know, between Israel and Iran. But it's all about prophecy. You see, and before the war kick off, the third world war destruction kick off, the RFID microchip have become monitored. Right? Before the third world war destruction kick off. Give me Jeremiah, brother. Jeremiah.
Just finish.
Yeah, hold on. Give me Jeremiah 51. Let me go back.
Shalom, brother.
Alright, 51 and 1.
Jeremiah 51 verse 1.
1.
Thus said the Lord, behold, I will rise up against Babylon.
And rise up against Babylon, which is America, the daughter of Babylon. What?
And against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me, and destroy a destroying wind.
A destroying wind. What is that destroying wind? That nuclear destruction, you know, that shock wave, you know, will liquid everything in the part. Right? So Yahweh Bashimir Shah wall off his third world war destruction. Because this third world war destruction going to fight to do ICBM missiles. So before the war kick off full-fledged, yeah, certain prophecies have come to pass. And we see, you know, the tension high right now, you know, in the earth, yo. Yeah, but the angels have a hold it up because, you know, prophecy have to come to pass, you know, before. Go on, brother.
Revelation 7 and 3 again, saying, earth, not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of Yahweh in their foreheads.
God, until the elect get sealed.
See?
See, it's all about the elect, yo.
Now what another one I'll bring out?
Yeah, go on.
This is Isaiah 13 and verse 4. It says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains.
So it's supposed to say the noise of a multitude in the mountain, talking about it, all the armies that were together. You see, because according to prophecy, all these armies going together in the Middle East, you know, around the Persian Gulf. They believe for together all the armies that come to walk on the earth in the Middle East. So this is what will take place, you know, according to prophecy. Go on.
In Isaiah 13 and 4.
What?
Again it says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains,
what?
like as of a great people, see, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle.
The Lord, the one that basically bring this forth is destruction. The people said, the Lord is a man of war. You know, according to prophecy, that's how basically I will take place, you know, this such so-called white man, you know, kingdom will get destroyed, you know, by this third world war destruction we're approaching right now. Give me Joel 3 and 1.
This is Joel 3 verse 1.
What?
For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah,
God say, bring back the captivity of Judah
and Jerusalem,
I
will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
God say, I'll gather all these armies throughout the four corners of the earth, and I'm going to bring them to the valley of Jehoshaphat. You know, in the Hebrew, Yehoshaphat. Yahweh's judgment. So that's what takes place right now. You have America, I think America sent on the Navy, one Navy ship, you know, to the Persian Gulf. You know, so we're seeing, you know, the preparation for this third world war destruction, you know, I come to pass now before we eyes. The preparation is taking place right now, right before we eyes. Go on.
And will flee with them for my people,
go on,
and for my heritage Israel,
go on,
whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Alright, this is Joel 2 and verse 20.
What?
It says, but I will remove far off from you the northern army.
Talking about what? The American army.
Yeah.
The American military. So they will go basically remove the northern army. What?
And I will drive him into a land barren and desolate.
So I bring the American militaries in Saudi Arabia. In the desert of Saudi Arabia. Right? What?
With its face towards the East Sea.
Towards basically the Persian Gulf water. As I mentioned earlier on, you have America sent the Navy ship, you know, the Persian Gulf. So the preparation taking place right before we eyes now. Right? So the fish are going to turn towards the Persian Gulf water, you know, up to the Euphrates. Go on.
And it's in the path towards the utmost sea.
The Red Sea. Go on.
And its thing shall come up.
And its thing shall come up because a lot of these soldiers going to get put to death. You know, a lot of American military going to get put to death in the Middle East. So that is coming destruction we're approaching right now. What's it preparing right before our eyes? Right.
And its thing shall come up.
God.
And its ill savor shall come up because he hath done great things.
God. Isaiah, give me Isaiah 32 and 34 and verse 1.
Isaiah 34, verse 1.
What?
Come near ye nations, hear.
What?
And hearken ye people, let the earth hear, and all that is therein.
God says, come in nation to hear. So all these nations supposed to take heed. You know, not only Israelite. These Eden nations supposed to take heed to what basically take place right now in the scripture. You see, because this is how I come to pass now right before we eyes. This is how the preparation we see taking place right before we eyes in the Middle East right now. Preparing, go on.
The world and all the things that come forth of it.
Go on.
For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations.
For the indignation, the righteous anger of Yahweh is upon all these nations. Go on.
And his fury upon all their armies.
Go on.
He had utterly destroyed them.
He had utterly destroyed them because all they're going to get around the Persian Gulf in the Middle East, and they're going to destroy each other. Right? What?
Yeah, deliver them to the slaughter.
Yeah, deliver them to the slaughter. What?
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses.
Their stink shall come up out of their carcasses. Give me a Revelation, brother. Revelation 19 and verse 17, I believe. Can you bring out that?
This is Revelation 19. Revelation 19 and verse 17.
What?
And I saw an angel standing in the sun, and he cried with a loud voice, saying to all the fowls that fly in the midst of heaven.
So if the Father promised, all these, fowls of heaven, the vouchers basically a big feast, buffet style. So we get ready for the big feast. Look at the big feast above the place, right? What?
It says, all the fowls in the midst of heaven, come and gather yourselves together unto the supper of the great power. How about Shem Yahushai? See? That he may eat the flesh of kings, and the flesh of captains, and the flesh of mighty men.
Because a lot of them going to get put to death. A lot of soldiers going to get put to death in this, this destruction, this coming destruction. As a Rockwell can call it, a meat grinder. What?
And the flesh of mighty men, and the flesh of horses, and of them that sit on them, and the flesh of all men, both free and bond, both small and great.
So they will eat until they're full, But hey, they can't even fly when they're done. When they don't eat all the dead body, the amount of dead body they go lie the ground. They can't even fly these foes of heaven, they can't even fly when they're done. So they will eat enough and full.
Yeah, them vultures that gather, them vultures that gather, man. You ever like a scene I like to watch a movie, you see a man go through all the desert? Scene?
Okay, like the scene.
Yeah. A man go through a desert and you basically see the vultures, them up there fly and wait for them to drop. That thing can come down and have a supper, man.
God.
Back in Isaiah 34 verse 4, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heaven shall be rolled together as a scroll.
Talking about what the mushroom god, they're going to basically take place here. When they war them basically, they come to the earth atmosphere, and hit the land of America, you have mushroom god basically go up. So this is where all this, we say prepare right now, the big leads are going to lead to. Nuclear destruction. America get destroyed by ICBM missile, and also the land going to get purged. The land of Israel going to get purged. You know that America going to fire a few ICBM missiles, and China and Russia, and certain other parts of the earth might get hit, but America, according to my prophecy, going to become 100% desert. Those are the Lord Yahweh Shemir.
And as I said, right, that are the main thing we're supposed to be occupied in right now, man. Yeah, prophecies, man. Because that are the moment that we're in. We have a very prophetic moment now. Seeing all these things happening. As the scripture says, we must be occupied in prophecies, man. And the main thing that's for the agenda, yeah?
And all their oaths shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven.
So the Heavenly Father said, sword shall be bathed in heaven. Talking about what? The ICBM missiles them. The Heavenly Father sword. Keep over to them as well. The army. In a Joel 2. The how about Shemir Shai army, go on.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea.
Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. And Idumea is what? The Greek we have saying what? Edom. So these ICBM missiles, created for a purpose. To judge you so-called white people, for the wickedness. What?
And upon the people of my curse to judgment.
Upon the people of the Lord's curse to judgment. What?
The sword of the Lord is filled with the blood.
What?
It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys and rams. Yeah, the kidneys and rams. For the Lord and a sacrifice in Basra.
What are the Basra is America? What?
And a great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
Land of Edom, man.
So, Zephaniah 1 and 14. Great day of the Lord is near.
God.
It is near and hasted greatly.
God, so the day of the Lord is near. We can clear that right now. You know, especially 2020. You know, that's this year. A lot of prophecies are straight from January, straight up, you know, to this point of it. A lot of prophecies. You know, a lot of movement taking place straight through this area. So the day of the Hashem Yahushua is very close right now.
If you have any doubt before, you can see clearly how this thing unfolded. You know what I mean? Esau making his move.
Hey, right now if you say out there and basically, you basically say you're a Hebrew Israelite, man. See? And you're not taking into this prophecy, man. See? You're not coming in the spirit of the testimony of Yahushua, man, which is the spirit of prophecy, man. Yo, it don't make sense to call yourself an Hebrew Israelite, man. See? It don't make no sense, man. See? Because that are the thing we are supposed to be doing right now, man. See? Logging into these prophecies, man. See?
Even the voice of the day of the Lord.
Even the voice of the day of the Lord. Who's the voice of the day of the Lord? The prophets, yo. We out here, you know. You know, elders in America, brothers right across the world. Voice of the day of the Lord. I said, this is the way. You know, walk in it, yo.
Gone.
What?
Mighty men shall cry there bitterly.
So the time we are approaching right now, so what's going to take place? The mighty men will cry bitterly. Because it's going to be like no other war. This third world war, destruction. What?
That day is a day of wrath.
A day of wrath. How about Shemeshai wrath? What?
A day of trouble and distress.
The day of what? Trouble. The time of what? Jacob's trouble. Right? What?
A day of wasteness and desolation.
Gone.
A day of darkness and gloominess.
Gone.
A day of clouds and thick darkness.
Done.
A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities.
Because you know, when all these ICBM missile fire off, you know, they go off alarm in America.
Going off all over.
Gone, all about.
For alarms, man.
That alarm going to go off.
But them alarm here only going to cause more panic, yo.
Gone.
Because how long it will take for you to get from any city in America, yo.
Gone.
Because if you take the highway, all the highways are going to be
Jam, yo. Hey, we basically see the whole scenario play out in all them apocalyptic movies, man.
Right.
Where people are trying to escape the cities to get out, man. Even the movie Deep Impact, when the asteroid that come down, land of the ocean, people are trying to take out themselves. Seeing out of the cities, man, everybody just pile up on the one highway, man. When the asteroid hit the water just come with a big tsunami, man, and just cover everybody. Yeah.
Kingston is a major city.
Yeah.
And if you go to Kingston or even after work, without no major incident, you can only go through traffic here on a regular day in a Kingston.
Yeah.
You can imagine if something catastrophic happen and people are break and I try to break the rules and I try to go ahead here. Imagine in America, the huge cities what's going to happen here. And I will bring distress upon man, upon men's luck, that they shall walk like blind men, because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung.
A lot of men are walk now as blind man when upon the earth, man. A lot of men eyes open wide shut. See? Them looking out of them eyes, but them not seeing what's going on, man. See? Them in a whole heap of confusion, man. Lost in confusion. See? Have a priest about? Yeah? Yeah. Because basically them have a lot of blind leaders. But them look up to, man. A lot of blind leaders, man. Even among Israel, man, you have a lot of blind leaders, man. See?
Trusting at the system too much.
Trusting at the system.
So in
Yeah.
direction, no matter what happens, them still have the hope to say, alright, then things are going to get better.
You have men, even out there in Israel, I tell men, I speak that, like, if you think God care, if you take a chip, see? And basically I tell the people to take vaccine. Go and take vaccine.
Just trying to save themselves.
Yeah.
Verse 18. neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in that day.
Neither your silver, your gold, are able to deliver them. In time to come. Proverbs 11 and 4 says, riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivered from death. So all the way you can get delivered from this coming destruction is through your Yahweh and no other way. There's no other way to escape, you know, all these things to come.
Because all of them movie when them flood with a flooding or whatever disaster, them only seem to be no good not time.
Yeah.
See, the light warm themselves, you know?
Which is profit not in the day of wrath, man.
The idea of trouble is like in a profit not time. But look now, a man that kill a man for him probably have $3,000.
$3,000? Yeah. All $50 man a stop man for.
Hey, I see this evening the same thing where you say one of the law that I see they have a guy from my neighborhood. You know, man always a reason. You know, I know there's something wrong with the system. But they don't really know what the right parts of from time to time we can book up a reason. And since evening man I talk, and I try to show him the direction where everything I go. And I say, boy, and you see something where we tell him happen, and he say, boy, we have some inside information, man. So yeah, the scriptures. And after me and I reason him, I say, boy, then how we are going to escape this? You see me? So I make him know, say, look here, man, you have no way to escape this. Only Yahweh Shai can basically guide you through. So at the end, you know, I can, as the scripture says, no man can boast you. You know what I mean?
Precept. So, this is Isaiah 2 and verse 11. It says, the lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day.
Alone are be exalted in that day. Everybody go brought low. Every single one.
Still continue. It says, verse 12, it says, for the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon every one that is proud and lofty, and upon every one that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low, and upon all the cedars of Lebanon that are high and lifted up, and upon all oaks of Bashan, and upon all the high mountains, and upon all the hills that are lifted up.
So all these proud people in this society, all them going to brought low.
Which is right, man.
Even the banking elites, so because, you know, they're in charge, you know, of this wicked society, and then, you know, they reach so far now in technology, you know, and they have so much faith in them technology, even them have brought low. When you have Bashimir Shine, you know, make my rival, they're going to get brought low.
And upon every high tower, and upon every fence wall, and upon all the ships of Tarshish, and upon all pleasant pictures. See? Upon all the high towers, man. Man. All the high towers we have to lift it up, man. See?
Everything ultimately about Yahweh Shai glorious. As you say in our Romans. You know what I mean?
This is Joel 3, verse 9. Proclaim me this among the Gentiles, fear war, wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near.
Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Draw near where? In the Middle East. That's how right now all these nations are drawing near in the Middle East. You know, for this final battle, this third world war destruction. What?
Let them come up, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hook into spears. Let the weak say I am strong.
Let the weak say I'm strong. Let the small nation, you know, basically never have no nuclear capability, you know, at one point in time. Let them say them strong now.
Wartime.
Wartime. Because now they're not got technology, like North Korea. You know, North Korea have big thought now, because they have China for back them. And they have an ICBM missile and ready to go toe-to-toe with America. Right? Go on.
Assemble yourselves and come ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about.
Gather yourself together round about you, around the Persian Gulf, down the valley of decision. Go on.
Thither, cause the mighty man, the mighty ones to come down, O Lord.
I'm talking about the angels, go on.
Let the Eden be wakened and come up.
Go on.
And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
Up to what? The valley of Jehoshaphat.
What? Here will I sit to judge all the Eden round about.
God, there will Lord sit to judge all these nations round about, all these Eden nations.
Which is right,
in the Middle East. That's what I prepare right now, you know, right before we eyes. Heavenly Father, get all them, all the armies throughout the four corners of the earth in the Middle East. You know, for this final battle. Right, God?
Put thee in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe.
But put in what? The sickle for what? The harvest is ripe. You have a parable in Matthew, you know, speak about the harvest is what? The end of the world. Right? What, brother?
Come, get you down, for the press is full,
what?
the pots overflow, for their wickedness is great.
For their wickedness is great. The scripture says in 2 Esau, 15 and 5, you know, wickedness of what? Exceedingly polluted the whole earth.
6.
You know, their earthful basically works are fulfilled. 6 as the brother said. So so-called white man wickedness is great. Go on.
Multitudes in the valley of decision.
So what I prepare right now in the Middle East. All this army are getting in the Middle East. Right? This person multitude in the valley of decision. What?
For the day of the Lord is near.
For the day of the Lord is near. What?
In the valley of decision.
Because according to my prophecy, the third verse war destruction is going to start right here in the Middle East. Right?
Go on. Says please back.
Yeah, Jeremiah 51 and 11. Make bright the arrows, gather the shield. The Lord and raise up the spirit of the king that you need.
Make bright the arrows, the Lord, the Hawbar, rise up the spirit of the kings of the beasts. You know, the modern day beasts are the Russians.
Right, man.
What?
For is
device
is against Babylon.
For his device is against Babylon.
To destroy it.
To destroy it. Because Lord, the Hawbar shall use the Russians, you know, bleed out all the armies that will come against America. To destroy America, spoil America, and after they spoil America, shoot out ICBM missiles, you know, on the land of America. Go on.
You can see that spirit working and Putin.
Go on.
You know what I mean? Because that man, at one point, the Soviet Union kind of left on the down low. You know what I mean? And the most I rise up back this man. With that spirit of the bring pride.
Fall apart, yeah?
Pride and everything. But you can see Russian people right now is a different feeling in my blood. Pride, a proud spirit of all of them now.
Hey, and
ready to take on the battle.
You're ready for America
ready to fight, yo.
Hey, and guess what? And the more say I work it, that's them provoke Iran, man. Iran more and more. Because guess what? Russia, as the scripture said, Russia gonna be a god unto them, man. Because Russia and Iran, you know, are partners, man. Business partners. See? So Russia is gonna defend their money. See?
Because it is the vengeance, Lord, vengeance of his temple.
Okay, so Ezekiel 38 and verse 10 and verse 1. So the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog.
Which we used to call Russia today. Same called the Russians and dwell the land of Magog. You know, the original Gogs them come back to what Japhet. You see, but the Russians and which are basically Edomite also dwell that land right now. So that the modern day Gogs. Set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, God.
The chief prince of Meshach and Tubal prophesy against him.
They were supposed to prophesy against the Russians, right? What?
And said, Thus saith the Lord God, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put books into thy jaw.
Because the Lord, they might turn the Russians back and put books into their jaws because, you know, the Soviet Union is the way that I mentioned, basically mash up. But people come in, you know, come up on the scene now, and they start to basically set back everything in order because, you know, the Lord, how about Shemesh have a purpose, you know, for basically people, if you get all the armies them ready, if you come against the land of America.
Plus, there was a treaty that NF something with inside INF,
yeah.
Perfect treaty, yeah. Yeah, that means they're not supposed to build any more nuclear weapon. See, but because Russia know that America is a devil, you know, and America knows that Russia is a devil because they have both Edomite, you understand? So they might do it behind them back and build
nuclear weapons same way. So them go against the treaty. There's a scripture say he broke it says peace that is against him, with him.
Obadiah, the men that are of the Confederacy.
No man.
Yes,
you bring it up right here. With thee, yeah? Something to that. Because them know that anyway them take it, them are the devil, them are gonna deceive each other. So them come up and say, okay, we're gonna do like a peace contract, you know? And that means that we're not bringing no more nuclear weapon into being, you know? But behind each other's back, after we can't take a shot project paper clip, yeah? But them take the German scientists, Russian take German scientists, American take German scientists, you know what them start doing? Project paper clip. Them start develop a whole different levels of weaponry. Till Russia have all even a fighter plane that can behave like a dolphin. You know, dolphin go on them tail fin and them, you know, them invest time. Russia know that America stronghold in World War II was from the here. So them spend crazy money to invest in weaponry to combat the here and come up with the best surface to here missiles, the S series. You see what I'm saying?
Hey, yes. I want to tell you that we have technologists now. Send it back to the drawing board.
Gone.
Yeah, case in point, you have war over there in
Azerbaijan and Yemen.
Azerbaijan, you know, it turned out to be a disaster, man. Because one side acquire new technology, you know, that is not like the conventional way of fighting a battle. And they have to go back to the drawing board, man. And a lot of that going to happen in the World War III, man. One of the worst things to be right now is a soldier in the field, in the face of machinery, man. Machinery is going to fight this war, man. And you have stupid ass Negroes, you know, and going to join the US Army, but them send them over there to go battle machinery, man.
For a green card.
You know what I mean? You know, things like suicide drone and all them shit. Because that's what they was using over there in
Azerbaijan.
You know what I mean? They were using suicide drones, man. You know what I mean?
And the Yemenis.
Men fleeing into bunkers and drones flying into bunkers behind them. Yeah? That's what's going on, man. You know what I mean? So the peace treaty, ceasefire of a call, man.
The whole team and
you know what I mean? Because they wasn't expecting that none at all. Everything that they prepared for, you know what I mean? They couldn't prepare them for what happened, man.
They come like the JD for go to fight against US military with only SLRs.
You know what I mean? So yeah, you have a lot of technologies that you not see it. And that is not one of the major warring parties, man. That is not one of the major. And what really happened? Israel was the one who give them the suicide drones, man. Israel that's where the drones come from. You know what I mean? So they were financed by Turkey and Israel. You know? So guess what? These major powers have weaponry. You know what I mean? With many soldiers on the field never seen before, man. Exactly. Hey, you have a boats now where basically is a basically automated boat, war boat, a boat basically no unmanned boat, AI system operated, man. These are the things that men gonna fight against in World War III, man. The meat grinder of the Lord. A lot of men gonna die. Hey, the brother Rockwell come to a lesson about World War I. That men enter the war on horses, man.
Yeah, come up back with tanks.
And come up back with tanks, man. And that, you see, oh, World War I was bloody. It was bloody because of that, because man go out there, go fight against tanks, you know what I mean? And the result was nothing pretty, man. The tank changed the war altogether, man.
Yeah. Men cry like baby.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The scripture tell you how men cried that to die, man. You know what I mean? That's the first time men, flesh go up against machinery.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And they are more modern, technologically advanced machinery for this war, man. So imagine how this one gonna turn out. Man can't go war without even send a soldier out there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's going on right now. Eh? Hey, Jamie buying up guns in America. You know what I mean? As if the state just can decide, say, oh, look, we are come against. Or come against, like, your guns. These men have robots, man. You know? Not your mind and them things. Remember one time you used to use mine, you know what I mean, to catch soldiers coming across the field. There are robots now, disarming mines, disarming bombs. They've been using them from Iraq war. You know what I mean? You have some little robot thing when them sending in, you know? Go spy out in our room and them things. You know what I mean? These are the shit these men have now. Yeah? Say, look, man, the scripture tell us that they must be like women, man. Because everybody has some top secret technology. Hey, a few years back, when an American ship, warship, destroyer, I forget, towed in.
EMP.
Because Russia fly some aircraft out there and shut down all the electronics and the destroyer, man. You know what I mean? So these countries have technologies that they are hiding. You know what I mean? That is going to be unleashing this war. So you stupid ass niggas who think you can go fight in a part of the white man war, you know what I mean? You're basically going to be like a test subjects to weaponry. Advanced weaponry. You were sent to die, man. You're going to be sent to die. Because both sides know that these technologies exist, man. So all we're going to be tested on you. How effective they are. That's what they're going to do. Test them on the men. You know, men who expect say, they're going to go out and fire shot off for some other man. You're not even going to reach some other man some other time. Let's go on, brother. Read, brother.
It says Isaiah 9 and verse 5. So every battle of the warrior is with confused noise, and garment full in blood.
Right.
But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Right, this shall be with burning and fuel of fire, man.
Rocket shooting.
And like one time you come in contact with men to men, hand to hand combat. You know what I mean? Man with sword and whatsoever. Even in modern times, you could see the man. You could have seen the man who you have to shoot. You know what I mean? So you still see them. You know what I mean? But now, it reached to a point where you're not even going to reach the battlefield before you're dead.
In a truck.
A suicide fucking drone. Seen a rocket trail in the ass, man. Like I see what they in Syria. In the mountain wars, man. You have rocket a trail, man, into walls, man.
You remember they call it the rocket anyway?
You have the tow missile that
like dance all over.
Yeah, that's the tow with the tanks there, man. Yeah. Tank, they not even have a chance.
Yeah? Boom.
Yeah? Modern tanks, tanks that all the tanks going back, from the 90s going back, man. All those tanks don't stand a chance if they don't upgrade them. The type of weaponry out there right now. If you have a country where don't have the modern tanks, you know what I mean? You have a problem, man.
About tank burster.
You know what I mean? You have these bombs now. You see them use them in Syria, destroying too much in tanks in Syria, man. And that was in the hands of the terrorists because America and them others sold them rocket launcher here, man. Destroying tanks up on top of tanks. You know? You know what I mean? So that's what's going on. You know?
Psalm 65 verse 20. So he had put forth his hand against such as be at peace with him. He had broken his covenant.
Right. Yeah, that's the point. Saying so that was with Jake, but also with Edomites as well. Because them signed a peace treaty not to come up with no more nuclear weapon. But guess what? Them break it. Because them know say them are the devil. They know say them now keep it. And they know, right now, every time you see Russia sport a new technology, oh Satan do the sickle. You know? See, because sometimes we speak and as if we would lean to the side of Russia. And when we say we even mean just like, you know, it's just because we see the prophecy we know Russia was the fulfillment to bring down the peace. And we have to see that. But it's not like we're with Russia. Because even the scripture when the brother going to Ezekiel 38 and 1, he say, oh, the Lord says, set thy face against God. And prophesy against Meshach and Tubal. So we are not for Russia. So not because we celebrate when we see certain things that, yeah, you know, Russia basically come up against the whore, it's just because of the fulfillment of prophecy, because they are all Edomites.
They are celebrating the prophecies.
They themselves
exactly
are getting judgment.
Precept. This is Isaiah 54 and verse 16. It says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy."
Because the ultimate aim of these missiles is to waste wheresoever it detonates. You understand? That's the reason why the Heavenly Father said the elements shall be melt with fervent heat. You know? And one of the reasons why all these soldiers in the US military is gonna die is because what? They're gonna receive that mark. And it's not even only the US, even in the Russian army, all these army will come in the Middle East, which is scripture called the Valley of Jehoshaphat. They can fight the war of Armageddon in the Hebrew, Armageddon, which means mountain of troops. So you're gonna have different troops from different so-called nations or countries to fight this war. And the Heavenly Father said their stink. You can find that for me, Isaiah 34. It says their stink shall come up. You know? That you have?